Hello everyone. This week's Parsha is Parashat Chukat. This week's Parsha, the beginning of the Parsha, talks about the mitzvah of Paraduma, the red cow. Like we know, they would take the ashes of the red cow to purify someone who became tameh, who became impure by having contact with a dead body, by touching the dead body or being even in a close proximity with the dead body. A person would become tameh, would become impure. In order to purify him, they would sprinkle the ashes of the red cow on him. So there's an interesting midrash that says, that is brought in the beginning of this week's parsha. That says like this: there was a story of a Jew who owned a cow, and this cow was a good cow. He would use this cow to plow his land. And one day, when the hardship, hit him, and he had to sell his cow, so he sold his cow to a Gentile. Okay, so the Gentile, he worked this cow Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and one day Shabbat morning, he wakes up. He wants to work the cow. He goes to the barn. He pulls the cow, and the cow is not budging. He's trying to pull more and more and more, and the cow is not budging. He hits the cow. He whips the cow. He pushes the cow, and the cow is not budging. The Gentile did not know what to do. He was all surprised. He doesn't know what to do. So he decided, he goes to the owner, to the original, the one who sold him the cow. He comes to me and he says, listen, the cow that you sold me is not moving. What's going on? What kind of cow did you sell me? So the Jew tells him, take me to your cow. He takes him to the cow. He comes near to the cow, and he talks to him, into his ear, and he tells him, listen, he says, I used to own, you used to be by me and used to rest on Shabbat. But he says, because of my situation, financial situation, I was forced to sell you. And now you have a new owner. A Gentile owns you, and you will have to work on Shabbat also. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Shabbat. And suddenly the cow gets up and goes to the field, and that's it. He was able to work. The Gentile was able to work, to use him to work, to plow the land. When the Gentile saw all this, he says, what's going on? He tells the Jew, what's going on? Did you do black magic? Did you use sorcery? Like, what's going on here? How did you make this cow get up and work? I tried everything. He says, I whipped the cow, I pushed the cow, I pulled the cow, I did everything to the cow, and the cow was not budging. What did you do? So the Jew tells him, listen, he says, I'm a Jew. We have a mitzvah to work, that on Shabbat, and our Shabbat, we have a mitzvah not to work our animals, which means our animals have to rest. We work for 6 days, not only us, but even our animals have to rest on Shabbat. So the cow used to be by me. I used to use the cow for 6 days, and the cow would rest on the 7th day on Shabbat. And I told him that I sold you to a Gentile, that I sold him to a Gentile, and therefore now he has to work on Shabbat. So Gentile, when he hears this, he says, what? He says, the cow, cow knows the difference between Shabbat and not Shabbat? How could it be? He says, I'm a human being. I'm a Gentile, but a cow, he knows the difference between Shabbat. So this Gentile, he was so amazed, he was so moved that eventually he converted, and not just converted, he was learning Torah, and he became a rabbi, he became a Talmid Chacham, he became a true Talmid Chacham, and he's even quoted in the Gemara, the statements that he made, the learning statements that he made. He became a great Talmid Chacham, and his name became Rabbi Yochanan ben Torta, Rabbi Yochanan, the son of cow. Why? Because of this cow, he converted. Because of this cow, he came close to Hashem. And the Midrash concludes and says that we see how cow was able to bring someone close to Hashem, was able to bring this person, to Hashem. The person he converted to become a Yehudi, to become a Jew, to come close to Hashem, to come close to Shekhinah. So too, the red cow. Yeah, we use the red cow to purify Jewish people. The ashes of the red cow was used also. Yeah, the red cow also was used to purify people, to purify me, which means this cow converted somebody to Judaism, and another cow, the red cow, purified Jewish people from their contamination, from the tumah that they had. But what do we see from here? If we analyze the story, we see that number one, that a person was able to understand. Understand. Wow, the cow is smarter than me. Like, how could a cow rest on Shabbat and I cannot rest on Shabbat? And this would move him, and he converted. But we see also how cow could understand. It could be a lesson for us also, that a cow could understand. How about us? What's with us? Another lesson what we could learn is that the way we behave as religious Jews, sometimes when we want to make a kiruv, when we want to bring someone close to Judaism, we want not religious people, when they see religious people, how they act, how they you don't even have to talk to them, just by acting as a Jew, just by acting as a Torah Jew, you could convert somebody, you could bring someone closer to Hashem. Just by dressing up as a Jew, just by acting, speaking as a Torah Jew, a person could bring someone close to Hashem. When the not religious people see us, the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we act with our children, the way we spend our Shabbat. The Shabbat is not a restriction. The Shabbat is enjoyment. The holidays are not a restriction, bunch of restrictions. No, it's a day of enjoyment. It's a day of enjoyment. When the not religious people see us, how we act, how religious people act, how religious people behave, it also moves them, and they also want to not convert, but they want to come close to Hashem. It brings them closer to Hashem. So the lesson that we learn from this, that our behavior, the way we behave, what we do, it affects other people also. Shabbat Shalom to all.